You hit puberty like a glitchy software update, unplanned, chaotic, and destined to crash everything. One day you're living your best goblin life, playing Pokemon, digging in the dirt, eating candy necklaces like fine cuisine. The next, your body's a haunted house of mystery fluids and betrayal. Hair starts growing in places so random you begin to suspect your DNA lost a bet. Your armpits? Garlic-scented crime scenes. Your voice cracks like it's trying to escape your body mid-sentence. You don't become wiser. You don't glow up. You just wake up sticky, angry, and slightly hairy in places you didn't consent to. And everything suddenly reminds you of butts. Why? Science, probably. Your body turns into a science fair project sponsored by chaos. Hair sprouts like it's auditioning for a National Geographic special. Eyebrows go feral. Your pits become a rainforest. Your crotch? A horror film. Your voice cracks so hard you sound like a kazoo mid-breakdown. And it happens in public, because the universe is petty and has a cruel sense of timing. You wake up one morning and suddenly your face has declared war against your self-esteem. Your forehead becomes an oil slick. Zits colonize your cheeks like acne conquistadors. Your nose develops craters deeper than your will to socialize. No product, diet, or skincare sacrifice to the acne gods works. You could drink nothing but spring water blessed by skincare influencers and still look like a pizza under a microscope. Then comes the smell. Oh yes, the smell. A scent so potent it could evacuate a classroom. You go from baby shampoo to walking hormone grenade in record time. You sweat while doing nothing. Sitting, blinking, existing. Your armpits turn into little crockpots of despair. Showers become a war zone. You're scrubbing like you're cleaning up a crime scene. Shampoo, conditioner, face wash, deodorant, more deodorant. You now use more products than a beauty influencer and still exit the bathroom smelling like onion soup and shattered dreams. Your voice isn't a voice, it's a mood ring with commitment issues. 1 second, you're Elmo. The next, Darth Vader. Try flirting and suddenly you sound like a goose mid-panic attack. One sentence contains 3 octaves and 2 personality crises. Your parents? Oh, they become the NSA. Every move is monitored. Where are you going? Who are you texting? Why are you breathing weird? Ma'am, I'm just trying to survive this hormonal apocalypse. Suddenly, every question is an interrogation, and every door closed is a federal investigation. And then, random boners. No warning, no logic. Just bam. You're learning fractions and your pants decide it's showtime. A hormonal coup in the middle of math class. Right on cue. The teacher asks you to come to the board. Tragedy strikes. Your desk becomes a shield. You fake a leg injury. You pray for invisibility. You start to notice people differently. Suddenly that classmate who used to be just a person is now hotter than a pepper spray enema. Your brain gets hijacked by lust. It's not even romantic. It's animalistic. It's primal. It's downright inconvenient. You can't look at someone bending over without having a full internal crisis. Your crush touches your shoulder, and you black out for 3 seconds. You start romanticizing holding hands like it's a full-blown romance arc from a fanfic, but no one talks about it. Everyone's pretending they're not also unraveling. So you bottle it all up. You become the CEO of Suppressed Feelings Inc. Your only outlet? A sock drawer that deserves therapy. Hormones are the worst drug you never signed up for. 1 second you're on top of the world. The next you're crying over a TikTok of a golden retriever hugging a baby. You feel everything all at once. Happy, angry, confused, horny, insecure, more horny. You become a walking mood swing wrapped in skin. Someone looks at you funny and suddenly you're plotting their downfall like a Disney villain. You start questioning everything about yourself. Your identity, your personality, your sexuality. Are you funny, or are people just laughing because your face currently resembles a pizza pocket? Are you actually into the person you like, or do they just smell like strawberries and sadness? Do you even like the things you like, or did capitalism program you to enjoy them to fill the emotional void left by your rapidly vanishing childhood? Sleep becomes optional, not because you're busy, but because your brain decides to hold nightly anxiety raves in your head. You lie there at 2 a.m. thinking about that time in 3rd grade when you called your teacher Mom. Every minor embarrassment gets replayed in high-definition slow motion while your body is sweating through the sheets and your pillow smells like desperation. School becomes a social minefield. Everyone's changing, mutating, turning into weird half-adult goblins, and you're expected to navigate it like some kind of emotionally stable ninja. There's a hierarchy forming based on who's hot, who's funny, and who peaked in middle school. You try to fit in, but your idea of cool is wearing a hoodie every day and pretending you're mysterious when really you're just too lazy to put effort into your appearance. And don't even get started on crushes. Crushes during puberty hit different. They're not casual. They're full-on obsessions. You fall in love with someone because they laughed at your joke once in 2019. Suddenly you're imagining what your wedding would look like. Their parents, your kids, the playlist. Then you find out they like someone else, and it feels like your soul just got stomped on by a steel-toed boot. Your body turns against you in other ways too. One minute you're a twig with a pulse, and the next, your knees feel like you've worked 40 years in construction. Your limbs grow at different speeds. Your arms stretch out like you're prepping to slap God while your legs lag behind like they're buffering on the hotel Wi-Fi. You trip over air, elbow innocent furniture like it owes you money, and your coordination is that of a drunk baby deer on roller skates. There's also the sheer awkwardness. You become hyper aware of everything. How you walk, how you talk, how you sit. Suddenly you're manually breathing. You don't know what to do with your hands. Do they go in your pockets? Do you fold them? Are they too big? Too small? You start to overthink your laugh. Is it too loud? Too nasal? You sound like a dying seagull, but no one told you because they're too busy dealing with their own existential meltdowns. Social media makes it worse. You're surrounded by people posting their glow-ups while you're still stuck in your gremlin phase. You compare yourself to influencers who somehow have perfect jawlines, flawless skin, and the fashion sense of a Paris runway model. And you're over here looking like a crusty baked potato in gym shorts. Everyone tells you it gets better. And technically, it does, but not before it gets significantly worse. You go through years of awkward growth, weird smells, psychological trauma, and soul-crushing embarrassment. You emerge from puberty like a survivor from war, mentally scarred but slightly taller. And even when you think you've made it through, surprise, there's adult acne, hair in your ears, and taxes waiting on the other side like, "What's up, buddy? Miss us?" Puberty is like a bad guest. It overstays its welcome, eats all your snacks, and leaves your house messier than when it found it. The only souvenir it gives you is a voice 2 octaves lower, and enough trauma to keep your therapist employed for decades. But hey, at least now you can legally watch R-rated movies without pretending to be 21. So maybe it's not all bad, just mostly.